Oh, hi there. Wow, what's going on? It must mean I'm doing another video, which I haven't done in a long time. Singapore Grand Prix. It was a bit Singapore in the nicest possible way. Yeah, not an awful lot of racing action of which to speak, but there was some, and I'm going to dissect it. First of which, Lewis Hamilton's pole lap. Oh my god, is that the best qualifying lap ever? I gotta vote for yes on that. I think it probably is. Certainly that I've seen. Considering like how unfancied him and Mercedes were coming into the weekend, Red Bull and Ferrari in particular, seemed to be the dead set favourites. And he just goes and rinses everyone. Goes 3/10 quicker than anyone. Don't think anyone thought Verstappen would be his nearest challenger either, but regardless, yeah, that was a masterclass in Marina Bay. It's sort of up there with Senna Monaco 98, even though people like me, who are actually 4 years old, have never seen that lap because it wasn't recorded on TV, but maybe this is the next best thing, who knows. But yeah, that lap, I was in awe watching it. It's just stunning. Vettel looked kind of, I don't know, devastated on the podium. Didn't look as if he'd just got a trophy and some lovely champagne. But I suppose in the grand scheme of things, he's now 40 points adrift of LH44. Pretty sobering, I suppose, with 6 races to go. What the hell is on my nose? What the hell was on Sergei Sorokin's nose? Well, that kind of works. That was a wheel rim from Esteban Ocon's car, which is not something one sees every day. Let's give me this bag. And the reason for that slightly peculiar nose ring was some pretty lackadaisical driving from Esteban Ocon's teammate, Sergio Perez, and he had a race to forget, and that is saying it lightly. The thing with Ocon was pretty regrettable. There was no one on Perez's left, so I don't think he needed to squeeze over. I'm not sure whether he got understeer or what, but you don't hit your teammate, especially not on lap 1. You can sort of criticise Ocon for being too opportunistic on lap 1, I suppose, but I don't know, I don't see a justifiable way to blame Ocon for that, but who knows, maybe this will have an Ocon effect in terms of the driver market, and maybe Force India will reevaluate which of their current drivers is going to probably partner Lance Stroll next year, which is a pretty ridiculous thing to say. What the bloody hell's going on there? Maybe that was Sergio Perez. And then, speaking of, he was getting pretty frustrated behind Sergei Sorokin. As you can expect, the Williams is by no means capable of holding back at Force India, sort of in normal trim on a quick track. Singapore, less of an issue, so track position is king. Sorokin really wasn't doing anything wrong, but Perez was on the radio acting like he was sort of moving in the braking zone, which just wasn't true. And about 15 laps of that boiled over, he just completely swipes Sorokin. It doesn't make any sense why you would do that. You could see him check his mirrors. You could see him look in his mirrors and move over. I think he meant to nudge him. He's kind of reminiscent of Vettel Hamilton Baku last year. But he's used his car as a weapon. Should be black flagged in my opinion, but I'm not a race steward. Sauber did well with their strategies. Ultra then hyper for both drivers. Ericsson not quite able to make it work. Leclerc finishing 9th, so that's a very nice first Grand Prix outing after being announced at Fezzer next year. Speaking of his replacement, Raikkonen just never really looked on it this weekend, never really featured. Neither did Ricciardo, who's usually been pretty mega around Singapore, and neither did Bottas. So the three don't really want to call them second drivers, but you know, the teams have got a front runner, and those guys aren't them. So whether they didn't have the tools to do well in Singapore, or whether they just didn't have the pace, is another matter. But yeah, none of them really featured, and that's why none of them were on the podium, I suppose. The P9 was pretty impressive for Leclerc, considering he's never driven the track, as far as I know, and that he clunked the wall in free practice. Which one was it? Was it 1 or 3? Edgar. Edgar's in my blog.
Right, where are you going?
So, yeah, one Mercedes driver won the race, and one Mercedes driver has very graciously given me a lift. This is the first guest I've ever had on this thing.
Yes.
In a few times I've done it, so you have that honour. This is legend Edgar, who's given me a ride, which is very nice. Yeah, Leclerc's P9 was pretty impressive, I think, considering he's never really been to the track, and he also clonked one of the walls in free practice, so good turnaround from him. Didn't quite make it into Q3, as Sauber have sort of aimed for the rest of the season, but I'm sure they'll make it in maybe a more power sensitive track like Russia, where the Ferrari tugger in the back might make more of a difference. Not a lot else to say. I need to rate the race. I'm going to rate the race 4. Just 4. I'm not even out of anything, just 4. Yeah, the race gets 4. How would you rate the race, Edgar?
Well, to be honest, I wasn't really watching that much because I got into issues during the session. But from the scraps that I've seen, I'll give it a 3. 3? Again, nothing out of...
No denominator.
No denominator, just 3.
Just 3. So that's an average of 3.5 from myself and Edgar. So there you go. Hopefully Russia delivers.
Yes.
And we'll see if there's any driver swaps before then. Probably not, but I know the silly season's kind of left everyone guessing, so we'll see. Yeah, see you next time.